Hi there everyone, this is Saphiria and you are watching Gamer 50 Plus channel. Tonight here, could be daytime where you are, we are having a look at a game I've had my eye on for a while, but when I first tried to play it, I had a problem where it wasn't, I think I was playing it off the cloud and it just wouldn't render properly. So I downloaded the game and it's now working pretty well. So I haven't had very many issues at all ever since I downloaded this. It's free on Game Pass. So if you have Game Pass, then you can play this game. I have made some adjustments for tonight, so we can just talk about, some of the a crafting building game. If you like games like Civilization, then you will like this because it's about building your community or your town. Okay? Now, the first thing, I'm hoping this is coming through okay at your end. I will just check. Let me just have a quick look and make sure that all is going well. Excuse me for a moment while I have a look. Yes, it's all coming up on the screen. I hope you can hear me clearly enough. So I'm looking at the ground at the moment. That's really lovely. I've got to keep up with what everyone is talking about tonight. So I will be watching the chat. All right, I'm now in the chat. And so if you want to say hello or chat about this game and your experience, I'm brand new. I just started yesterday. I had one go at this before, and then I didn't really understand it. I wasn't sure what on earth I was meant to do, and I didn't know how it worked, and so I did watch a few little tutorials, just basic tutorials. Just to kind of get my head around it, because I play a lot of different games and there's so many different, menus and options, and it kind of becomes a little overwhelming sometimes, when you start a new game and it's very complex, and this has so many things, lots to learn. What I do suggest is that you look for the cart. There's a broken down cart on the path, right? You've got to head for the icon up between my there up there the 291 meters, is it? Something like that. That's where I've got to go, to Gostovia, this place here. And so you want to first of all kind of get your bearings on how to use your menu before you try to go anywhere. Pick up a few sticks or whatever, but learn to move the character, but kind of just have a look at what you have, because it's all very complex in the beginning. So we want to get this immediately. I want my survival knowledge XP. Now I'm going to show you what I've done, because I have, for the sake of this stream, so we can speed ahead a bit faster, I have actually changed the settings a bit. So let's have a look. What have I done? I have gone, okay, gameplay, is that what I want to look at? No, okay, yeah, I'll show you this. I turned the blood off because I'm playing with enough games that have blood everywhere. Back for blood, blood this, blood that, blood plague, blood, and after a while, I was watching, a playthrough of, what is that new game that it's just, okay, brain freeze. I'll think of it. But anyway, I was watching a new game that's been released, and I actually started to feel sick. Now this has not happened to me very often. It happened to me when I tried to play Doom, of all games, because I like Doom, but I got sick trying to play it. It kind of made me queasy when I was trying to play. And it wasn't because of the blood splatter, but this particular game, that it's all blood and guts, and it's all a bit much for me. I just ugh, you know, enough already. So yeah, there's a bit of overload with that sometimes. You know, you get it with horror movies as well. I really love, you know, some of the older horror and thrillers and suspense movies, and they're very scary because they leave so much to the imagination. It's not just all in your face. And yeah, I mean, look, I'm not a surgeon. I don't have. I'm not numbed to that. So I find it yeah, it's a bit much. So I turn it off. I just thought, no, I just want a really nice game experience. If you know, sure, I'm going to have to survive in this game and kill animals to survive because that's the medieval times and that's what happens, right? And so vegetables are hard to come by at first when you start, and they're expensive to purchase for your beginner character. So yeah, until you get your farm up and going, you're kind of stuck with certain options: catching rabbits, catching birds, or whatever. Head bobbing, I didn't worry. Camera shakes, yes, anything like that. Jittering, shaking, buzzing controllers, things like that. Feel free to turn that off, because if you don't like it, you don't have to have it. It's all about your experience of the game, and it's your life and your time that you're spending. So you want to spend it to enjoy yourself the best way that you can. So therefore, if something you don't like, something, turn it off. Don't feel pressured into having something on because, you know, because someone else who's a super gamer is doing it or whatever. They're playing in their own style, in their own way, and how they like to play. But you've got to find your way of playing that makes you happy, and it's all about you at the end of the day, okay? So controls, I turned off controller vibrations, all right? And I did slow down the sensitivity a little bit, so it wasn't spinning around the screen quite so much. So that's those settings. Customize the game. Now, when you go to choose your game, it'll tell you, you know, easy. It starts on normal mode. If you go back, it goes to easy. If you go forward, it's hard, then very hard, I think. And if you keep going, it goes to custom. Now, if you're just starting, you can either go easy or you can try the custom mode. And in the custom mode, what you can do to just learn, like I'm just learning, I've never played this game before. So for me, I started last night, and I you know, I spent a lot of hours just learning how to build, craft what I needed, how to manage different things. And you know, and you don't learn everything from tutorials. You watch people, but they spin past the most basic things, like, you know, what button am I pressing in order to access that, you know? And so what's that called? The menu button, that it's a tiny little button above the D-pad. So that's what I'm pressing on the Xbox controller to bring this up. Then right trigger in order to move across to these. And then of course I'm using the left toggle to go up and down. And in your knowledge, you can look at little tutorials, and they are little. The writing is very small, so you might want to get up close to your screen, put a chair there and just go through, you know, up close to your screen. And if you watch using your television as a monitor, as I do, I probably need a larger television or better glasses, I'm not sure. But yes, this is really small writing. And I can't see what's in that tutorial there. That's like, yeah. So, so if I was up close though, I wouldn't have a problem. So you can look at reading through these and learning everything that you need to know about the game. Okay, so we're going to go to Gostovia, and we're going to be looking for a place to make a settlement. I can run back up this path if I want to. It's, you know, it's one of the games where you can go anywhere. You land in a spot, but you can go anywhere you want. And we've got a curious animal there. did in my game I found a cart on the path that had been broken down, and for some reason it's along the path. So look around, because there's, you know, this game is in seasons. So in this game we look now, we need these in order to make an axe. So your right bumper will bring up this menu, okay? And it's sticky on your screen. So you don't have to hold the right bumper. You just press it and it comes up like this, okay? So once it's up, you want to just spin across using your left toggle to the handcrafting, okay? And you'll see that you can, at some stage, craft all of this gear. But we first just want a stone axe. Okay, so you need sticks and stones. Gather sticks and stones and you can make yourself quite a few little different things. We can make a basic knife as well, so let's go and do that. So back to here, that was the left bumper, and then spin around to this one, click on it with the A button, and then go around to the knife. And there you have it. You now have a stone knife for harvesting any animals that you hunt. Now that's the level up kind of. Won't get me into trouble. Just constantly plays. Yeah, so just keep gathering these because you need them. Right, just grab them while you can on the way. Okay. So in the distance, when you come over this hill, following that straight up, you can see I'm going north, slightly northeast. So just follow that little exclamation mark up on your navigation bar. That's what it's called, right? Navigation bar. Last time I forgot what that was called. Not that technical with games, I guess. I'm just a regular player, so I just play them. So all these fancy names and things, I sometimes, don't know what they are. But anyway, you know what I mean. The thing. Okay, so we get to here. Hello, we are in Gospel. The little exclamation mark will take you to a person, and you want to kind of get this quest done because it gives you some stuff. That's why I was looking for that cart that I saw last time I was spawned in, but it's probably going to show up somewhere else. So you can find like broken down campsites and things like that, and always search them really thoroughly, because I have found like a bronze spade and a sickle and all kinds of things, a bow. You can find stuff, you know, so always look to see what is available and what you can find. Okay, so this is the little town. All sorts of things. We want to go down here and grab some reeds, actually. Yeah. I don't think there is an option on Xbox to turn off the motion blur. Now it says we've got this person is 9 meters away, 7 meters. Is it this person maybe?
A newcomer. Hello there.
Anything is what's interesting? Just the wind blowing, nothing interesting. We can go small talk. We can say, how's your day going? Okay. And what's his skills? Get along with other people well. They seem to follow even the strangest of my ideas. I use that to my advantage. Oh. Okay. A convincing character. And okay, here is our quest giver. So I want to talk to this person. Are you alright? You look like you've seen a ghost. Really? So you aren't one. Good, for a second there, I thought I'd lost it. I did. He says, ha ha. I laughed. But your eyes. You look just like him. Sorry, you must have mistaken me with someone. I am new in these parts. I just arrived at the valley. Actually, my name is Raymir. I'm Wanda's son. Aren't you? Jordan's nephew. What? Did you know my mother? Not really. I knew of her. We didn't ever actually meet. We wanted to keep... Hang on, he wanted to keep his family separate. Okay. I don't think I understand, right? Okay. You will? Wait. What do you mean by did? I know her. Is she well? I hope she is now. So, yeah, the parents died. So it's kind of a sad story, right? It's okay, they've died so I could live. That's very mature of you. I'm sure they would have been proud hearing that. You mentioned my Uncle Jordan. I actually came here looking for him. I know. What happened? So what should I do now? You're free to go wherever you like and start a new life. I hereby grant you the permission of a Castellan to build and farm on any unutilized land in the valley. Construct yourself a house and see what comes next for you. You can even build a whole village if you please. There are many travelers passing through. Maybe some of them would like to join your settlement. Just like that, I can take the land free of charge. Well, you have to pay some taxes to the king annually, but apart from that, you are free to do as you please, as long as you don't break the law, of course. Or, at least, if you don't get caught doing so, if you want to be naughty. That sounds amazing. The valley is most beautiful, blah, 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 blah. Okay. You can find all the resources all over the land. Grab a few rocks and sticks from the ground and craft yourself a simple axe, which we did. With it you can cut down trees and chop them into logs. Then you can create a wooden hammer That will be crucial in the building process. I'm sure you'll get the hang of it. When you build yourself a home, come back to Gostovia and talk to my wife. She manages the tavern. Ask her to feed you. You must be famished. And then grab some beers for both of us and come back. I'll tell you some stories. Okay. Well, in my other playthrough, which it wasn't a complete playthrough, it's just I started building and learning. So, yeah, so I came back and she wanted to charge me for everything. I think it took too long to come back. Something about that. Something like that anyway. Okay, so what I want to do actually is... Now there's lots of things you can buy animals when you're ready and when you are set up with your own little farm. Yeah, okay, we're going to the water right now. Okay, so when you're ready with your own little farm, you can actually go up and you can purchase animals. Now these guys sitting around the campfire are usually available and looking for somewhere to live. So when you've got houses for them, you come back and you can actually recruit. To find out who they are or what they do, no, don't say that. Just go to small talk. Don't ask them in yet. Go to small talk and say, number 3, could you tell me something about your skills? And they say, I don't mind getting my hands dirty, back getting sweaty. Farming is complex. Okay, so he's a farmer, right? So we know already that this guy is a farmer. It's a bit fiddly going back through here on the controller. It just flicks back to number 1.
Have a good day.
Bye bye. Okay, so let's try this guy.
How can I help you?
Have you heard anything interesting? I heard someone has a quest for you there in... yeah, they'll always tell you that you've got a quest in another town. So... Hey, greetings and salutations to you as well. So, hey, I've been hanging to play this game. I've been like looking at it for ages, and when I first tried it, I just didn't know what on earth I was doing. So, and it didn't work properly. So this time I downloaded it. It's actually not that big. Like the download was only like, 4.5 gig or something. I thought it would be enormous, but it's actually not too bad. And yeah, Dudist, I reckon you'd love this game. You would absolutely nail this. It's the medieval thing, and you build a town, and you gradually increase your town. You can, I think, turn it into, like a major center or a hub, like a city or something. There's farming, there's hunting, there's everything. I reckon you'd nail this game. You'd be good at this. So definitely give this game a try. It's only a small, download. I didn't have much luck with it on the cloud though, so yeah, mine didn't like this much, but my system didn't like running it. But it runs as a downloaded game. It runs. Does anything give you a hard time? Tell me something about yourself. Crafting. So this is a craftsman. Resources is growing. The need for various resources is growing, of course. Yeah, okay, well, he's a crafting person. So we've got a farmer and a crafting person there so far.
Have a good day.
Now, you're... so the right D-pad will actually give you third person or first person view. And I flick between them because, that gives me more of my surroundings so I can see, see what's around me. But then certain situations it's so much easier to just be in this view here. Right.
It's nice to meet you.
See, you can romance and look for a wife. Now, this is really traditional conservative kind of game. You can only have one male and one female in a house who after a period of time will marry and will have a child. but you cannot have like 2 females or 2 males in a house. So that's something that this game is not, I suspect, you would say, inclusive in that way. It is really trying to be traditional in the sense of sticking with, with the laws of the time kind of thing, I guess. So, in playing it, you've got to keep that in mind, that there's certain things you can't do in this game. And that, yes, if you do put settlers in together, that they will eventually breed. And that means that you kill everyone. If they spoke back, the village wouldn't last long. I don't think they do speak back in this. It's all this kind of click on dialogue like this, So what does this person do? It's not the Skyrim where they've all got something to say, comments galore. It's no one really, they don't really say anything. They're pretty polite actually. Okay, so oh really, you're into tracking prey. Okay, every hunt is an exceptional experience. We need to get you better clothes for hunting. She looks like a maid or a cook or something. Okay, I don't think we can dress them. But this person runs around doing hunting. Well, there you go. That's kind of more up to date. That a woman might want to do some hunting. Okay, so I'm going to just go down to the waterline, and there's a reason for this. Okay, firstly, chicory will stop you from being so hungry. So it's basically good for your appetite, as in it suppresses your appetite a little, and daisy suppresses your thirst. St. John's wort will cure poisoning, so you just eat it and it cures the poisoning issue. So yeah, I mean, this game is I don't know, I don't think I haven't experienced any issues with the NPCs actually. Everyone's been really nice. I've not had a bad NPC yet. But I did switch off the bandits, so I mean that probably makes, once I switch them on, it'll be a different experience, no doubt, because people will have a number of other problems they're dealing with, and there might also be, a bit of, get a bit of cheek from the bandits, I guess. So anyway, okay, so we've got these. Again, it's resource gathering like crazy. So down here we need these so we can make a thatch roof. So this stuff here, where is it? We need reeds. I think so. There we go. See how it says reed? So it's those little ones there. You need these things. Those are useful for making roofs for your buildings. So one of the things that's worth doing also is switching up your limit to no carry limit. All right. So when you're first learning and getting your head around, okay, well, what happens? How do you manage, horses and carts and all of that stuff? So until you're up to that level, I just suggest having no carry limit. Why not? You can turn it off. Do it, and that way you just grab what you need and go and attend to learning the game. Yeah, that's the way I see it anyway. There's no need to go super hard mode straight away. You just get in there and get cracking on learning it. Now I need to go out here and actually drink some water, so we can just come out here, and also you can bathe. So if you're looking rather gross, this one's not too bad. He doesn't look messy yet. But yeah, last night my character got got an award for being so dirty. because I didn't bathe, like the character didn't bathe for so long. It's pretty funny. And when I finally discovered that I could go into this third person and saw them, they were covered in mud. It was actually pretty funny. So I had no idea. I was just like, oh, okay, well, didn't know I had to bathe. So there you go. You do. You have to bathe too. Anyways, we're getting quite a few. Yep, keep going. That'll be enough for a thatch roof anyway. Hey, don't want to drink any more water. That's enough. We're going to the loo all night then. Okay. Right, just drank some more. So yeah, just get as many as you can. Just if you just point at a bunch of them, you can just hold down the A button. No. And you'll get a stack. So the character's a little bit hungry. I can head over to the tavern, as I said. Now, to go between towns, once you earn some coin, you can come over to this horse and cart, which is every town. If you look just outside the exits, you'll find there's a horse and cart at one of the exits, similar to Skyrim. So you just talk to this guy.
How is life treating you?
Yeah, I need a ride. You can ask him questions, where to find things, and you know, he'll take you to any different town that you need to go to.
See you soon.
You don't have to go there on foot if you don't want to. I like to go on foot and explore and gather resources, but you know, that's just me, so each to their own, I guess. So if you do happen to come across a decent amount of coin early on in the game, then yeah, for sure you're going to be able to just travel around if you want to. Because there's quests in every town, so wherever you go, you're going to find something to do. That'll earn you rewards. So the rewards are pretty good. Usually it's food and some kind of useful item. Just gather all this stuff while I can. Don't have to fuss around. I'll just have it there. Now, to go back to your menu, to actually eat something, so I'm going to eat a bit of chicory for a start. I want to go here into, I'm in knowledge at the moment. I want to go into my inventory, and I have inventory, I've got to say. Otherwise the subtitles, I think I'm saying infantry with an F, infantry like in the army. So I have dried meat, I have this oat roll, so I can eat that. And also, there's my chicory up here. So I've gathered 10 of those, so I can eat one of those. And if you look at the bottom of the screen there, it'll tell you what that does. Okay, reducing the feeling of hunger, so I can have one of those. Plantains. Now, pardon me, if you find these, they heal your character. So the top bar, if you look at below the image of the character, where the heart is, that's your health, overall health. Next is whether you're hungry, and next is if you're thirsty. Then you've got temperature. And to the right, you'll see at the top right, in the character parameters, that is telling you what temperature it is. And if you look to the far right of that bar, it's 16 degrees centigrade at the moment. So get used to this kind of stuff, and you can have a look at who you are. You're 18 years old, young spring chicken. What your name is and what you're wearing. Okay, now, so our hunger's okay, our thirst is okay. Let's have a look at what we have. We have a simple torch, we have a stone knife, which I can then assign. So equip, you just hit the A button, and you'll see here to the right, there's the silver bar of little diamond shaped things, and you just click it along there somewhere, say like number 6 maybe, and our simple torch, just hit the X button, your torch automatically comes up. Okay, so we can probably make a few more tools, can we? What can we do? We can make an extra axe, which is a really good idea in the start. Have a couple of them, you know, don't be stuck with just one because they break really easily. Alright. So the torch, X button, I've got my little torch and now I can see around. Okay, so I did have something else there, didn't I? Let's see, skills. So right trigger to move along and then just use the left bumper. I have a skill point in diplomacy. So what's that? More experience gained from diplomacy activities. Well, I think we definitely want that. Reputation points, I just whacked that up to max anyway. More affection points gained while flirting. Okay, revealing their personalities during conversations. Okay, so you can pick and choose if you do that. You can find out, oh well, you know, who's going to be a decent person and who's going to be annoying, and go from there. So some of them you won't be able to choose yet because you have to be they're in tiers. Like to the far right, you'll see it says tier 1, tier 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we just start by increasing our knowledge. Let's just get that for now. And survival, we have got a lot of points there actually. That's great. We've got lots of points. So we want to be less sensitive to the temperature extremes. We want to have higher poisoning resistance. We want to be able to see with our survival sense everything around us that can help us, all resources. So let's go for that. And also we want to have a 10% extra health, a slower loss of food and water. So I've got 3 more points to spend there. Alcohol, I'm not going to worry about that. Faster movement in water. It's not too bad actually. I don't mind the movement in water. It's not that bad. I'm not dealing with crocodiles yet, so it's fine. Less damage received. I'm definitely taking that. Okay. So then I'm going to go back up to so let's increase our health level here. So I took unlimited stamina, but I did not take unlimited health. And I think, you know, because I'm going to have to do a lot of running around quickly to get places. Otherwise, you know, it takes hours and hours, you know, 10 hours of gameplay to kind of really get anywhere. So if you want to play the slow way, that's fine. Yeah, but for me, I'm definitely, I definitely need to speed ahead a bit while we're going through this, so you can see things happening. Otherwise, it, you know, because I'm on for 2 hours on this, so that's not a lot of time in this game. You can spend many hours in this game. It's got a lot of longevity, which is, you know, which is good. So crafting knowledge, 5% gained from those things. Yeah, let's do that. Let's increase our crafting knowledge. Why not? And technology, I think, what is it saying we can do? Hunting lodge. Okay, so we haven't got the fishing hut unlocked yet. We do have that. Food storage, I don't know, not enough technology. So I need to get more technology, and it also says, I think you have to purchase some of these things too. So the workshop, I can make a small bucket, a spoon. You can buy those things though. So what I would like to make at the hunting lodge is a stone arrow. So I'm going to buy that straight away. And I would also like to make a bird trap if I can afford it. Nope, I don't. I can't afford that. Bow, I might be able to find one. And what else? Herbalists. I'm not seeing what else I can do. So I don't have enough technology yet. So I will get those skills as I go along. Okay. So let's head over to the cooking area, or to the tavern. So you've got all these kinds of buildings that you can actually build in your own settlement too. Right, so whatever you see here is something that you can actually build for yourself. So here's a tavern. And
Greetings, stranger.
there we go. So we can say, show me your wares.
My wares never disappoint.
And in this mode, you can see just left and right trigger to move across, and then just use your left bumper, left toggle. I'm saying bumper, toggle, left toggle. You know, that thing, the wiggly thing. So yeah, use that thing, and you can move up and down. And there's different kinds of foods here, but they are quite expensive. So check the far right there. It tells you what condition they're in, how much they weigh if you are on a weight limit. Here is a bucket of water, and it's only going to cost us 45 to get that bucket of water, and then I think the bucket is reusable. So we can look at what we might have to sell. I don't think we do have much at the moment. No, there's nothing that I actually want to sell anyway. So okay, so let's see if I can. I don't have enough coins. I've only got 29, haven't I?
Goodbye.
Okay. So we're not going to get anything out of that. There's the people around the campfire. So I gather what we need to do. It says, make yourself a wooden hammer and cut some trees. Chapter 1, we need a new beginning. Alright, we are going to have to make a campfire and have a snooze for the night. Now, I have a marker on my screen, that little blue marker there that I placed. It's a location I want to have a look at that I think might be good for a settlement. So I had a look at the map, and what you can do is you can scroll across and have a look at the map, just zoom it in and look at different zones, different areas. If you have been run down the road past that area, when you go using your left toggle across to on the far right of the screen, you'll see it says filters. If you go across to wild animals, you'll now see that I have a series of images on my screen that shows me, okay, which animals are in which location, okay, so that I can better decide where to place my settlement, given, you know, the resources that may be available in that area. Lost the sound there for a few seconds. Did you? Oh, okay, a lot of lag. So do you think I should restart? A lot of lag. Is that on mine? Mine is lagging? So, okay. Alright, well what I might do is I'll just save where I am, and I'm going to do a reboot, and let's see how we go, okay? So let's save. We can save the game. Save slot number 1. I think I'll go over, I'll go over that one because the other one is advanced. So we're going to go, we're going to just save over that. Okay, and let's just go back out, back to the main menu. So just, I'll just, I might just reboot this, stream, actually, if it's lagging a lot. So I need to have a look at my settings. Let's just see.